Have you ever just reflected something so profound and so deep while doing the most mundane task or thing? That was me this morning as I was making my guava pistachio matcha. So good, by the way. And in that moment of making my drink, I was reflecting on how I love my life. I frequent these thoughts. And today, as I was getting ready for the day and preparing to go to my shoot, I realized, wow, how cool is it that I am making matcha mid-morning, getting ready for a shoot, to be on a shoot, this time in front of the camera versus behind. Hi, I'm Jade, and welcome to my channel where I share all the things that I've learned and experienced to get to where I'm at in life, to feel confident, not just in front of a camera as a model, but to encourage others to live the life that's meant for them. And the tips and tricks that I've learned throughout the many walks of life that I've walked through and experiences to save you the time and hassle and the frustration to tackle whatever it is that you might not be fully ready for. So today I want to talk about how, as I was reflecting on this life of mine, how I'm able to have this life that I love so much. How did I get here? What are the things that have supported me in getting to this specific point in my life/career? And to give some backstory, I come from healthcare and I was in your typical 9 to 5, comfortable, pursuing dentistry, something that I'm still very much so passionate and love to this day. But I am now fully in the creative world. No more W-2s. I do my own stuff. And a full entrepreneur. And I had this thought that you have different versions of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship doesn't just solely mean that someone is doing their own thing, not clocking in, clocking out into a corporate job or whatever. You can be an entrepreneur in your own day-to-day job, but also in your own life. And today I want to talk about these key things: time, and how time and confidence play hand in hand, and what I have experienced to get to where I'm at now in appreciating and understanding how valuable time can be. As an entrepreneur, again, whether you are still in a 9 to 5 or starting your own thing or already have your own thing, you can probably relate to some days where you feel rushed or it's hectic because you're running behind in something. And let me just share with you, while it looks like I have everything in life put together, it wasn't always like this. I had a huge learning curve in understanding the importance of time. And I thought that this deserved its own topic because, one, time is money, and maybe I can shed light in some things that I experienced and shifted that have helped me change my mindset on time and change how I approach navigating a busy schedule while still prioritizing myself through it all. And it's all in the answer of time. Whether that means time blocking, scheduling things, making sure you're not running late to things, which I am so guilty about. And I hate the feeling of wasting other people's time because I know the value of time and I know what it's like to have your time wasted. And gosh, the old me I don't know how I ever survived. I mean, I'm so glad that I had that experience to really appreciate it and really use that as a big part of my system in my day to day now. Because I'm sure we've all experienced that moment of feeling rushed, like I've said. So let's flip the narrative. How do you feel when you show up to something early, on time, cool, calm, and collected? How does that make you feel? You feel ready, you feel prepared, you feel good, you feel excited. Whether that's like a meeting or not, you feel confident because you're not scrambling for everything. You're not scrambling for your stuff that you're looking for and always saying sorry. I've been there. I've been in your shoes if you are someone that runs late. But knowing how to shift that perspective, not just telling yourself time is important, but making it so it's easier for yourself. Being on time to things doesn't have to be hard. For me, things that I've done in the past have been changing the time in my car, whatever it is, to show that it's a few minutes past whatever actual time it is. Or if there was something starting at a certain time, I now change it to a time that's 15, 30 minutes before the actual start time so that I'm not just there on time, but I'm there early, because the importance of showing up early and understanding that early is equivalent to being on time is so crucial. And that's how you're able to run things successfully, because one, you are giving yourself X amount of time to prep, show up to things, and be ready. And so, as I was reflecting how I've been able to successfully navigate into the creative world and no longer being in a quote unquote job. Yes, I have my own things. That is still a lot of work. It's still jobs, it's still work. But how can one shift out of a system that they're so used to and create their own systems? That's where being self-aware comes in handy, and understanding where are some things that you can improve on. And time management, I think everyone can always improve in that, because there are some extremes where it's like you can overwork yourself and feel like work comes first, and then you end up working way past hours that could have been served for you to either eat a full dinner or go work out. And then by not taking care of yourself, you're not showing up in the way that, most certainly could have been a lot better if you're well fed or got your body moving. So time plays a crucial part in entrepreneurship. I mean, at the end of the day, every little thing that you do impacts everything. It's not just you're clocking in, doing a checklist now for someone else. It's everything that you do, your finances, your career. It all depends on everything that you do. So if you set yourself up in a way that has a system, like, okay, so today I'm going to tackle XYZ and I'm going to cut myself off at this time, knowing if you have a tendency to overwork or take a lot longer getting ready, like block off time and know how much time you need for certain things, but then also be honest with yourself and be strict with it and cut yourself off, because other things matter too. So time and confidence play such a big part of how I've been able to run my stuff. It's not just a matter of feeling confident showing up on camera because my makeup looked good one day. No. I have to prepare to build up this confidence. I have to be self-aware in knowing that I like my mascara a certain way, or having my hair, whatever it is that you feel most comfortable showing up in front of people or in front of a camera, whatever it is that you need to prep for. That takes time. So it's not just I just wake up and put a camera on my face and I'm just born with confidence. It takes practice. So time plays a big part in confidence, in how you run your stuff. And for me, knowing that it takes me time to, I need 10 minutes to do my hair and makeup. I need at least 5 minutes to curl my hair. I need to at least be able to do XYZ. And it's not like I need to do these things. Otherwise, I can't show up. I can muster myself up to hop on camera without my hair done whatever it is, right? But I'm just saying that you can set yourself up for success when you put in the time to understand yourself and to understand the systems it takes to build that confidence. So if you're strategic about your timing, if you're strategic about the placement of things, you can get so much done. And with confidence, it takes time to build healthy habits. It takes time to understand that if you want to be someone that starts waking up earlier, you're not just going to all of a sudden tomorrow wake up and be in the 5 a.m. club and then stick to that. I mean, maybe you are, but it takes time to build a habit. You have to do something over and over and over for yourself to get used to it. And that timing means you have to block off things. You have to block off time in a schedule to go to bed by a certain time. You have to, in order to not feel flustered before a meeting, show up on time, which means showing up early, having things prepared. And so after going through a roller coaster of trying to balance all these things I was once trying to do, all the multiple jobs at once and still showing up for everybody else because that's what I wanted to do, I realized the biggest pain point wasn't that I couldn't do it all, but I wasn't prioritizing time. I was just trying to do everything as much as I can in one day to the max. I wasn't giving myself limits. And by not doing that, I limited myself in how I showed up for other people. So now I can confidently say I feel so much better being there for other people and still feel like I'm there for myself and feel like I am present and confident in my own things that fill my cup up. And a little mindset shift. If you're someone that's like, oh, I just maybe I'm late because I'm on my phone doing XYZ. Well, if you're going to be on your phone, you might as well just get ready earlier, get to wherever you need to be, and then be on your phone before you show up. And you can just walk in whenever you actually need to be there. So there's just little things that you can always do to prep yourself to be ahead of your schedule, to be on time. And that can look like setting a clock a few minutes before or setting whatever time that you need to start or be at somewhere earlier. And the power of showing up early for yourself, for other people, does so much. You're respecting other people's time. You're doing yourself, a good deed. I mean, time is money. So especially when you're an entrepreneur and juggling all these things, you realize that time is of the essence. You have to do all these things now on your own. Well, not on your own. You also have to learn how to delegate because that's another talking point. When it comes to delegating, you have to know what your strengths and weaknesses are. And if someone else can do something twice as fast, that's time that you can use to work on something else that you're better at. And it's an investment in your own time and your own energy when you invest in someone else or something that helps you get a task done faster. So rather thinking that you are wasting money on something, such as delegating a task, see it as an investment. When you can delegate something for someone else, the power in gaining time back gives you the leverage to do so much more. And I learned that with content creation, as simple as, what do I love about it? Filming, editing, all these good things. And you learn what it is in the process of what you're doing that you gravitate towards. Things that you might be slower at, things that you can be more efficient in, things that you can gain a faster skill at. Whatever it is, just be self-aware and ask yourself these honest questions. And it's okay, because not everyone's perfect. You're not supposed to be good at everything you do. There's other people that are great at certain things for a reason. We need those people. And at the end of the day, business is great for everybody. You're saving yourself time, you're giving someone else business. And so I preach on saving time through delegation. I preach on time by getting places early, knowing how much time you need, and being strict with cutting off that amount of time and allocating only that much. So that leads me into talking about how confidence isn't something that you're just born with. I've talked about this before. I can link that video below. And in my last video, I talked about how doing something for yourself helps you find your voice. And when you hear your own voice, it gives you the confidence to believe in yourself, because you now know you are in the right lane of doing what it is that you're meant to be doing. Because now you feel compelled to show up every day and get excited about it. And there's not a better feeling than doing that, waking up and living the life that you love and loving the life that you live. Because once you start believing in yourself, the power in that goes so far. And not only is it believing in yourself, but also one of those things where you have to surround yourself with your biggest cheerleaders. Like, I'm a big cheerleader for my family and friends. I am the biggest supporter for people when they are doing something that they love. And when you find those people that clap for you in the quiet, in the dark, even your small wins, that's how you know you have your people. And the small wins matter just as much as the big wins. Why? Because without the small wins, you wouldn't have the big wins. And so when it comes to breaking out and doing your own thing, or just finding a hobby, even if you are still in a corporate job, whatever it is, and you love it, find your people that keep you going. Because at the end of the day, we all need a little cheerleader. And also, it's so important to, yes, have the people that support you, but to also have yourself be your own cheerleader. Believe in yourself so much. Be delusional with your dreams and passions and hobbies and interests. Like, be delusional to the point where you continuously tell yourself, you've got this. And you have to keep showing up, right? It's one thing to talk to yourself with confidence and praise and all these things. And okay, oh my gosh, my camera overheated because I'm in California. Duh. What a good problem to have also. I used to complain about how bad my skin used to be in the dry winter weathers. But anyways, I left off with believing in yourself. What you say to yourself matters. How you show up for yourself matters. The effort that it takes to be there for yourself. It's not just like you wake up and you can feel like you have to prep for it. You have to be ready for yourself. You have to show up and get up for the day, brush your hair, talk to yourself confidently. All of those little things matter. And what I want to leave you off with is a little sign of encouragement that there's always tomorrow. There's always something to look forward to. There's always something that you can try to give yourself a little gold star for, whether you show up to something a little earlier than usual, or going to bed at a certain time and sticking to a routine, or maybe you downloaded a calendar for yourself. All these things matter, and it will help tremendously with how you gain confidence for your own business, for how you show up in your corporate job, whatever goal that you're looking for. Prioritize time, and time will be on your side. Confidence will be on your side, and the things that you can accomplish in that amount of time blows my mind. I mean, I'm literally early on set. I went to a cafe that I had saved right down the street because I gave myself that time to do that. And I'm already going to be going to do something that I love with something that I it's just blowing my mind that I'm able to do all the things that I do in life. And I asked myself why that was. And it's because I've been prioritizing scheduling and timing and giving myself ample time to prep for myself to show up in the best way possible and to run a business that requires you to do a lot of things. So if you are someone that feels like you're just juggling so much right now, or you never feel like you can show up on time, or if you just feel like you're not even sure what direction life is taking you, at least give yourself the direction of time and give yourself the direction of showing up for yourself, going to bed at a certain time, waking up at a certain time, whatever it is, and stick to it. And know that habits require routine, and you need to do something over and over and over again for you to build a routine that works and lasts. So don't give up. It's not going to be easy. Following a schedule, even like finishing up a task at a certain time, like saying done is easier said than done. And know that you have to have patience and grace with yourself. But if you can at least follow a schedule through and through, you will be able to achieve the things that you want to do and then some. So I'll leave with you with that. I'm gonna head into my shoot. I have my bags all packed. I have my matcha with me. And my water. I will also be ramping up my videos to twice a week. So I guess I'll bring you along to what a day in my life of being on set looks like as a model. You got this, and we'll chat soon. Bye.